tried to go live and I was having problems. I don't know what it is with StreamYard, but for whatever reason, if I go with StreamYard when I'm out and about, I think it takes too much, I don't know, what is it called? Too much bandwidth, possibly. Maybe that's the reason why. As many of you guys know, I'm coming live from the vehicle. That is correct. I am covering. I'm probably going to be out in the Palm Beach area for some time, so in the foreseeable future. Oh, hey guys, I'm starting to see you guys come in. Hello, hello. Yes, I'm sorry. I couldn't seem to go live on StreamYard, so no music, no banners, no nothing. This is the first time I've ever gone live directly from YouTube, and the whole over 8 months I've been on here, never gone live on YouTube before. Always went live through StreamYard because that's how I was taught, you know. But in the grand scheme of things, I'm out here, you know, I'm covering a story that I wouldn't cover on YouTube. So this is going to be probably posted on Facebook or some other social media platform, but I'm here. I've been up since early. For those that are coming in, I am still raising funds for our Idaho trip. I have so far, our budget is $1,200. I have so far raised $200 toward the budget for Idaho. Oh, Justice for All. Hey love. I miss you. And I still need to do an interview, but I got called out here for this story, so I'm out here now. But we've got $200, so our budget right now is $1,000. If we can come close to raising that $1,000, I will be able to go to Idaho with a group. Again, we're going out here with no thought. Oh, hey Ronnie, it's so nice to see you, honey bunny. We're going out, we're not taking any approach to this. We're not formulating opinions. We've discussed this at length with the team that we're working with, and we've decided that we're going out here to truly help. We want to find out, you know, just do our part in Idaho. It is, you know, there's one of two options that it could be, but I think it would be improper to conclude without going out to see. You see what I'm saying? We didn't do that with Summer Wells. We didn't do that with Kylen Schulte or Crystal Turner. We didn't do that with Gabby Petito. Not going to do it with, is Olivia in here? Oh, Olivia, I miss you too. Hugs, my beautiful friend, hugs. I'm sweating my you-know-what's off out here, so I decided to get in the car and cool off. Yes, I'm out here. It's a political thing, so again, like I said, I'm not going to be bringing that up here, but I did get a break. My phone may get a little too hot sitting on, I mean, it is hot as blazes. There is no shade whatsoever where I'm at, so I'm in the car. The sun is literally, actually, you know what, I think I got something I can put over the phone to keep it cool. There we go. Maybe this will work. I'm not sure. We're going to try to keep the phone cool, but it's up in the window, and you guys know how that is. There we go. Perfect. Oh, hold. I think we'll keep it. There we go. I think we'll keep it cool now. But where was I going? So, you know, as many of you know, I'm trying to raise the money. Dolly is going to Idaho. All I have to do is raise the $1,200, and I can go out there and do my part as well. There's a couple other creators that are jumping on board, but again, it was one of those things where we're trying to really keep an unbiased mind until we get more information, because quite frankly, I think when Dolly was talking this morning, he was very accurate in his statement of, you know, what is true and what is rumor, right? We have an idea, so to speak, right, of what may or may not have happened. But even with us discussing this case, there are still, at the end of the day, two possibilities, maybe more. maybe something comes up that, we didn't even think about, right? There are scenarios that could have happened that we're not even thinking about yet. Oh, thank you, the Real Gypsy Soul. So if you guys don't do the super stickers or super chats for the Idaho money, make sure that's either Cashapp, PayPal, or Venmo. I don't have the roller behind because I'm not going live from StreamYard. So if one of my mods want to put up my information, that would be great. We're also trying to twist Chronicles of Olivia's arm into coming out as well. Hopefully she'll be willing to come out. It sounded, you know what, to be honest with you, I was a little surprised because it did sound like, I think it was Purple, I think is the name of the content creator. I think her name's Purple. She had, I guess, Brandy was in her chat, and she had stated that, she would, if possible, she would, if people come out there to search for her son, she would really like to be a part of that. And if anybody knows me, that is music to my ears. I love, we didn't have that luxury with Summer Wells' case. Her parents didn't want to help. It actually deterred people from trying to find their daughter. Whereas we have, Brandy that's saying, hey, I'm not saying you guys have to search with me, but if you're going out to search, I'd like to be there. At the end of the day, I think that is admirable. Definitely not what we're accustomed to in some of these other cases, such as Summer Wells' case. So it's really important that, if we really want to benefit Michael, because at the end of the day, we try to support families when we can. But let's be honest, at the end of the day, it's about the victim. And we want to do right by the victim. And I would hate to jump to a conclusion without doing the necessary fact-finding to make a conclusion. And I have not done that. I haven't had that opportunity, and I'd like that opportunity. And that opportunity will be hopefully sometime in September when we all go out there. We already have our dates in mind. I wish I could tell you guys more about them. Because we do need to raise money prior to the time I leave, and I've got to be able to buy my ticket before I leave. So it's not one of those things where we come right up to the deadline and I'll go, because that'll screw up the whole entire budget, because we all know plane fares are not, what I see today is not what I'm going to be paying tomorrow. Let's be honest, right? But I do love you guys. I just, I miss you guys. Where's my, there it is. It's hard to see these things because they keep popping off on the app, the YouTube app. Is someone coming to help? Olivia, what is that? Hold on. Oh, absolutely. I put, this is, guys, to be honest with you, this is really, when I came on YouTube, it wasn't to sit at home and talk about cases. It was to go out and help. And despite, the haters and everything out there that really try to, say that we're somebody that we're not, and try to convince all these people that what we do is this horrible thing when it's not. Everybody knows that actually pays attention or really wants the truth. They come here. Am I right 100% of the time? Of course not. I'm a human being. I make mistakes. I make mistakes all the time, right? We all do. I wish it was just as easy as, being perfect, but if I truly believed perfection was an option, I would do my best, but we all know that's a fallacy. Oh, I keep thinking my camera's on the other side, but it's not. Hey, Little Dove, Chronicles, Anissa, No Fear, hey. I miss you, Olivia. Olivia got you so far away. I don't think they liked the live the other night. I don't know which live you're talking about. Hey, Betty, everyone. Oh, hey, Cassius. Correct, Evelyn. He is going. I guess I'm walking into like several different comments, because it's really, now that I'm here, I'm like in a position here in the car, I can actually read the chat if it doesn't disappear on me. It disappears, like disappearing. Valley is going for this morning. Oh, yeah. No. He's definitely going. And he invited some of us, I shouldn't say invited. I kind of found out he was going, and I'm like, I've been dying to go. Do you mind if I tag along? And I think this person, and this person might be, good for some information and da-da-da-da. And now we're trying to get a little collaborative effort from a couple of the content creators to help. Well, she ran calling wildfire. I'm not going yet. I mean, we've only raised $200 out of $1,200, and every penny of that's going to be needed to get out there. Now, again, this content will be streamed on this channel from the Idaho trip. And I'm trying to find a way because, and it's so hard because the donors do, donate to these causes from the bottom of their heart to really help these families, and they believe in the people that they're donating the money to go out there and do a good job. And I never want to, disappoint anyone. Let's be honest, I don't want to disappoint anyone. I want to do a great job. I want to bring back some answers that people have been longing for, and I also want to hand out flyers. I want to do my part for this little boy, our part for this little boy, because just because I'm going doesn't mean it's just me. I mean, it's all of you that are doing your part to help with it. So I see. Hey Petals, nice to see you. Nice to see you, Betty fan. I am Team Summer, and then my log just disappeared. So we'll wait until it pops back up again, and I'll say hi to all you guys. I know it's coming in late, and I expected to have a small chat this morning, just because. So guys, if you're in here, please don't forget to thumbs up this video. Again, I'm out here. It's not doing the work that we do on this channel, but I am out here sweating my little rear end off, and managed to come in here and cool off, and the only thing I could think of when I was cooling off was coming and saying hi to all of you guys. I wish I could add Olivia in here, but I can't add anybody to the stream because I'm not on StreamYard, so it's just going to be me. It's Mallory here, Texaholic. Nice to see you guys. Yes, don't forget to thumbs up this video, even though we're not really talking about a whole lot. We're just kind of hanging out right now. We're not really covering any cases. We're not really doing anything at this moment. And I'm probably going to be in this area, I think, until Friday or Saturday of this week. I've got some friends that flew in from California, and we're here. Love hangout chats. Yeah, just kind of, So what did you guys think? I gotta talk to you guys about this. Like, there was like a major, I just want to tell everybody that came out and helped save Rabbit, thank you so much. Everybody knows that she got 2 calls against her because a few callers, believe it or not, say Rabbit is not doing her job with me, and that I am getting more and more batshit crazy. Sorry for getting you those, but we saved you. We saved you, White Rabbit. I'm sorry you got 2 strikes from Bullhorn Betty, from haters of Bullhorn Betty, but your people came out. They represented. God love you guys. God love you guys. And you know what? At the end of the day, White Rabbit is just, she's great people. And some of them are like, she can't be on the fence. She's the only one that basically is on the fence. We need to have the balance, in my opinion. We gotta have the balance. We love our rabbit. We love our rabbit. And we don't want rabbit in a rabbit stew, right? We don't want rabbit stew. Nobody likes rabbit stew. Okay, maybe the pug likes rabbit. Okay, we'll give the pug that. But I'm not a rabbit person. Excuse me. Let me rephrase that. I'm not a consume rabbit person. All about game, but there's a couple game that I won't do, and one's deer. The other one's lamb, and the other one's rabbit. Now, I'll let you guys figure that out, but, you know, there was a movie called Bambi that I grew up on. That should explain two of the animals that I just brought up, right? The deer and the rabbit, Thumper, right? Maybe that's what we need to call White Rabbit. We need to call her Thumper. What's up, Thumper? Right? But you know what? Rabbit's got a smaller channel, and for her to be representing like she did, you know, oh my God, I love Bambi. Yes! But I grew up on Bambi, so that explains why I will not do anything with deer. I won't do anything with rabbits. And then the other one is lamb. But I grew up on Mary Had a Little Lamb. Right? The fleece is white as snow. So that killed those animals for me, right? I mean, it's good for them, right? No deer, no lamb, no rabbit, and any other weird country crap. You're like, I'm country, but I ain't that country. We ain't having turtle stew. No offense, turtles. Cover your ears. Oh golly, my mind went to Fatal Attraction. I know. I am the same way. Ruby, she says, I can't, for whatever reason, I can't post the comments, but she says, oh Lord, Andrew, I cry when Bambi's mom dies. I do too. I still do. More people showing up here. Looks like more people are showing up. Some people are leaving, some people are showing up. It's hot out here. Me and my teammates are all in cars, all in separate cars, cooling off right now. Turtle stew, I'm dead. We ain't had a turtle, yeah, right? No turtle stew. What was another? Yeah, no roadkill dumpling. Dumplings, Betty, right? This is not the roadkill cafe, right? We don't want none of that. None of that. Yeah, there's some other weird stuff. Remember? What is it? Yes, I don't have any makeup on today, so you guys are seeing Bullhorn Betty nice and raw today because I'm hot. But what was it? Oh, holy crap. I can't remember. But I was talking about the Roadkill Cafe, and there was something that popped in my mind, and I can't remember what it was, and it's gone now. I got distracted because it looked like crap. My crappy look distracted me. Granny Moves. Moses on Beverly Hillbillies. Yep. I feel hungover. I don't. You know what's kind of weird is I went to sleep. Oh, big shout out to Suzanne from Louisiana. She's in here. Susanna. She called in. We got a couple people to give shout outs to. She called in, and her statement was funny because everybody knows it to be true. You know. She called in and said, well, we know Bullhorn Betty's most likely sleeping. And it was funny because I'm waking up this morning listening to Suzanne saying, well, we all know Bullhorn Betty's sleeping, which I was. And then we have Anissa arm wrestling with the Dolly, the Turtle King, to get 5 votes for the coffee club. She worked and finagled 5 votes for the coffee club because everybody knows the coffee clubbers are not night owls, and we are not awake when Turtle Island is on, and we're sorely misrepresented in the night owl commentary on YouTube. So Anissa did her job. She got us 5 votes to save White Rabbit. All 5 votes went toward White Rabbit, and we couldn't be happier. Thank you, White Rabbit, for all that you do for Team Bullhorn, and we do love you. And let me tell you something. Oops, sorry. Let me tell you something. We love you. You are great. You do great work, and you are doing a great job on Bullhorn Betty. I feel less stress when you're around, and at the end of the day, that's all that's required, right? Why is this thing popping off? My phone's about to overheat. I'm trying to keep it cool. Trying to keep it cool, but it's not working too well. Sorry. Told you I was in the political stuff. I try to keep that stuff off the camera, but to each their own. To each their own. Let's see here. What else do we got going on here? I was on the midst of it. I'm a night owl. Echo put in for White Rabbit. Good for you. Good for you. White Rabbit needs the support of everybody because she's playing the game, guys. Like, she's really playing the game, and she's doing it very tactfully. She's allowing her trailer park to decide who they want to recommend for removal and who they want to recommend for save. And right now, we need to save White Rabbit. White Rabbit's getting hit harder right now than Bullhorn Betty. Right? Just for playing a game. We counted you, though, be Betty. I promise. Yes. But she wrangled that. You know what I'm saying? She wrangled our five votes. And then somebody else is like, well, I called from a big group too, but you're not early birds. Like, you don't get up at the crack of dawn. You know, what time did this thing all happen? Like 3 o'clock in the morning? Can you imagine me staying up to listen to Turtle Island all the way until 3 o'clock in the morning, go to bed for 2 hours, get up, and then run a whole day? It ain't happening, folks. It ain't happening. I was in politics years, had to get out. Yeah, but you know what? It's not even that. I've gotten out of a lot of stuff. Like, I'll still pop my head into, because it's a budget, you know, I don't like wasting money. So I'm still active in the political world, just not as active as I once was, because quite frankly, all the time that I was used to do, you know, record requests and going through budgets and going through financial statements, that took a big bulk of my day. I mean, it took me literally, I want to say, 2 weeks to go through our school board books. Was it the school board, or did I do the BOCC? I don't think I made it through the school board books yet. It was the BOCC, the Board of County Commissioners. And we found millions and millions and millions of dollars that weren't being properly used. And so it's budget. We have to spend money. Every county's got to spend money. I just don't like wasteful spending. That's it. So, like midnight to 3 a.m. or so. Yeah, like, I can't do that. I don't know how Anissa does it. Anissa just doesn't sleep. Unless she sleeps on her lunch break, her power nap. But then she can't, because then it's like me. I come on here at noon. She's got a mod for me. So she gets no sleep. Is PB&J in here? Man, F7, it's nice to see ya. Yeah, nice to see you guys. Got some blankets in your... Yes, I do. I brought blankets because I woke up so darn early to get out here that, you know, if I need to take a nap, I need to take a nap, you know? And not only that, but it takes me 3 hours, 3 to 3.5 hours to get over here, and then it's still another 3 and 3.5 hours back. So if I don't leave here until 9, I'm not getting home until 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. And then I've got to turn around and come back out here, and I've got to be out here Friday and Saturday. So... is what it is. I do a lot of work for a lot of people. I got a phone call. I wasn't even planning on being out here. My mods know. I was planning on going live this morning and from the beach. I was at Longboat Key. I was actually laying in the pool when I was going live with you. As soon as I got off the live from the pool, I got a call. And when I get those calls, I got to go. You know, I can't sing. I guess I could sing. I'm the, you know, my club, I'm like the low man on the totem pole. I think I'm the last person that was elected in. So when nobody else wants to go, guess what? I get the call. I gotta go. But as you guys know, I always represent. I always represent. Gabby Petito, Summer Wells, Kylen Schulte, Crystal Turner, and I always have the blue band. Everybody's wanting to know what's on my blue band. My blue band has crosses on it, and it says impact. It says, you can make a difference. You can make a difference, is what my blue band says. This is Kylen Schulte. The green one's Kylen Schulte, Crystal Turner, Summer Wells, and Gabby Petito. But I always wear them everywhere. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen, thank you, Anissa. If you guys haven't been over to see Chronicle of Olivia's page, go over there and look at it. She's been uploading, she's been doing more lives, she's been uploading a lot of videos. Justice for All has been doing great content. on that crazy Dre McCray, crazy town lady that I feel like her brain shriveled up to nothing because she wasn't feeding it. You've got blue ones coming from Monkey. Oh, nice. Or are you asking me that? Because I didn't do these. These were done. I supported other groups. This was given to me by Toaster Oven, the purple one. This was given to me by Kylen Schulte and Crystal Turner's friend, where they used to go right next to the Moonflower. They had a friend that owned that store right there, Arrowhead or something like that. Well, she gave us these. Toaster Oven gave me my purple one. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure that Stephanie, Gabby's cousin, sent these to us, if I'm not mistaken. So that's how I got all these, but I wear them every single day. They're being worn. Drive safely, yes, sure. Didn't you come back on? I didn't see you come back on. Yeah, I had to, because for whatever reason, the StreamYard does not like working well, at least on my phone, when I'm away from Wi-Fi. I don't know if it's taking too much bandwidth or what's going on with it, but something's going on. So I'm actually streaming with absolutely no problem directly from YouTube. So whatever it is, it's an internet issue with StreamYard. It has to be a bandwidth issue, because I have had no problems, at least unless it's skipping on you guys on your end. It doesn't appear to be having any problems whatsoever on my end. My goodness, I wish you could get. There's no need for me to get a hotel. I'm only 3 hours away. Like I can handle the drive. And I'd rather apply the money that I'd be spending on a hotel to the gas. You know, there's no need to break the bank for something like this. You know, I'm here really just getting a lay of the land, covering the story, talking to people out here. More people are pulling in, pulling out. I just want to get their opinions, because, you know, my advocacy goes a lot further than this. So, oh, hey, Sherry, nice to see you in here, honey. Like, you look so young. I'm not young. I got gray hair. I got wrinkles. I'm not even wearing any makeup. I feel like I don't know. I feel like a bedhead, you know. And I got those eyes. My eyes are so blue that you can barely even see my lashes. That's why I always have to wear eyeliner and mascara. Like, if I could literally get away with no makeup and just eyeliner and mascara and feel normal, at least for me. Whether I look normal or not, that's a different story. That's a conversation for another day, right? Olivia has, one of her accounts is 1.2 million followers. She has another 500,000. She has another account that has 500,000 followers. Yeah, she's big. Olivia is big on TikTok. She's so big that, you know, I wish she had that kind of success on YouTube. I wish we all did, you know, even my haters. I feel like if everybody was doing really good on YouTube, nobody would be picking on everybody over stupid stuff. Like, I just think half the stuff on here is so stupid and so petty. It's like, just move on. There's so many people out there on YouTube that you could be picking on that would be willing to argue with you, drama with you. Why pick on the people that don't want that? I don't get it. It's like, you know, the big bully that beats up the kid that doesn't even fight back. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I'm just. But what I don't like, and I really, and I am going to put my foot down on that, is, you know, you want to come after creators, but leave their audience, leave their mods alone. And I promise you, none of the people that are in this chat right now are over in other chats saying racist comments or picking on or bullying people. We don't advocate for that. That's somebody else. And I don't care if they impersonated your name or not. I don't believe they couldn't convince me that somebody was doing it. They can't. I don't care if they sent me a screenshot with Anissa's name on it. I know it's not her, you know? And we all know that they were impersonating our names and doing this intentionally intentionally. They never knew why. Why are people always impersonating names? So they can put outlandish stuff in these chats. These creators know who they are when they impersonate those names, right? And then they say, oh, it's them saying this, knowing that it's their friend in that chat posting that nonsense. It's happened all the time. Disha, my name is Mina. Nice to see you, Mina. Good afternoon. Hope you're doing well. Much love to everyone. The insanity needs to end. It's not going to, because YouTube's not doing anything about it. Until YouTube starts combating the issue, there's nothing we're going to be able to do. Creators do what creators do. When they see it, they report it. But that's all we have the ability to do. That's all we have the ability to do. And this idea that if you just go on Twitter and bark enough that somebody's channel is going to be taken down, that's untrue. It's a waste of time. It is absolutely a waste of time. And now, if your channel is doing bad stuff, yeah, they probably will take your channel. But if you're not doing anything wrong on your channel, you're fine. Even if they did take it, once you get a hold of somebody, they'd restore it, literally like that. Very beautiful, kind, sweet, smart, compassionate, very, very caring. She is the best YouTube channel to me on YouTube. Aww! I watch many, many, so many are nothing but bullies, not here. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I got, I have my limit. Everybody has, every good person has that bad side, and when people, I try to let it go. But, everybody has their limit, and I can guarantee you half the people that put us, and I'm going to say us, because they didn't just put me through all this stuff, they put you guys through it too. And the people that did it, they wouldn't even be able to handle half the crap that they threw at me. And we're still standing, and we're still standing strong. And I'm very thankful for that. And I'm very thankful for each and every one of you that believed in me and didn't believe in all that garbage and nonsense. And even some of the people who did buy into it actually started watching me and realized that they were so full of crap that they actually moved from that side over to this side. I've met a lot of people like that. So they've actually only benefited this channel with some of that hate. Yeah, exactly. So Moon Shadow says, I knew right away on the one channel that person was not Anissa. They were literally impersonating me. They were impersonating Anissa. They were impersonating April C. They were impersonating several, but it was only Bullhorn Betty channel subscribers. No other channel was being impersonated like we were. None. Can't believe Rap and Nicolina get away with all the hate. Well, I heard Rap's channel was demonetized. I mean, he still has it, but he can't, unless it's a Cashapp, he can't make money off of his channel. And I think that's why he decided to do the spinoff of Dolly's Turtle Island to make Clown Island, was to try to strum up some money, because, I mean, nobody can do it like the Turtle King. I'm sorry. I like watching his stuff. I heard that, Ernie's got the jungle. I hope him and Rap are both very successful on their islands. I don't want to, I think if you're creative and you do good and people are entertained, they should tip you. This is a lot of work. People don't realize what goes on all behind the scenes. Many of you guys see me. I travel all over this country. I can't be cheap. It's not cheap. At all. Especially this time, we're paying. We had the historical high price of gas in our country just a month ago. It was literally the most expensive gas we have ever had to purchase per gallon in the history of America. I want that to sink in a little bit. That really put a dent in what I could do, as far as travel and getting some of this stuff out. I mean, when you're paying, you can't even get out of Florida without having $120. That's usually a whole driven trip. And now we're looking, our prices is almost, it's gone up, I guess 3 times what we were once paying, to travel this country. So now you got airfares that are high through the roof. You got, even the auto rentals. Maybe the auto rental prices, I think, might have to do with the summer break as opposed to anything else, I think. Because it was summer break, a lot of people were traveling. A lot of people are smart, decide to rent vehicles to travel instead of putting the miles in the car. But my vehicle already has the miles on it. Let me see what we got going on here. Dolly's idea was very creative, and White Rabbit's trailer park was a good idea also. Yeah, it was. And they really kind of, and like I said, I'm very proud of White Rabbit. Every, the last few weeks, she's really got her team together, and they fight for her, and I love it. That's why I like the name Thumper as opposed to White Rabbit, because they thumping them off the island. They thumping. Like, hey, where you going? Get out of here. Kick. Oh, Lord. What we got? It's crazy that they take the stuff that other creators do and make it their own. Yeah, and they think whatever they think it is, it's not content. They did not create the content. They stole somebody's content and then they complain about it. Like, how hard is that? Like, I could literally go on any channel right now. I could be in the yarn or the candle channel, right? And I could literally pull up anything and complain about everything that they're doing. It's not content. That is like the easiest thing anybody could ever do. All you gotta do is bitch. Like, what? We're female. That's all we do is bitch. Right? Like, it's easy. You know what's not easy? What's not easy is raising funds to go out to a place to help children that are missing. What's not easy is getting out in those fields and hunting during the day. What's not easy is standing out in freezing cold rain and 30-degree weather hunting for a little girl in the backwoods of Tennessee by yourself. Those are the things that aren't easy. It's easy to bitch. It's easy to complain. It's easy to criticize while you're sitting on your couch doing absolutely nothing, like some of these creators are doing. It's easy to do that. That's not hard. It's not hard at all. Right? I'll do Brandon and Kakalua back in the 80s. We rented a car and gas from Nashville to South Florida, then back to Nashville Springs, break $120. Right. And you take 3 friends or 4 friends, it's like $30 or $40 a person. Like, that is easy. You know what it cost? What was it the last time that all 4, Mom, Jonathan, Olivia, and I went out? Because, we roll it, and at that time we were all collecting funds for the whole group because the whole group was needed. And I want to say some of those trips were up at $5,000, $5,000. And that was crap food, 11 hours in the air because we got cheap tickets and we had to have 2 layovers, right? So we were trying to save money. I'd never do that again. That was ridiculous. I have never in my life sat on a plane for 12 hours in the United States. People were telling me that's the time it takes to get overseas, and we had to do that right here in the U.S. And then that's like quality in rooms for everybody. And of course, Olivia, Mom, and myself, we shared a room just to cut on. And still $5,000. Ridiculous. That to me is insane. Yeah, 5 of us, $20 each. Yep, that's it. That's it. We used to be able to do that. They're making it next to impossible to do that anymore. I don't know how these young children, maybe that's why they're living with their parents, is because this world has become so unaffordable, especially in the United States. Maybe, the whole sandwich generation is what it needs to be. Susanna, what was your question? who ended up leaving the island. This was crazy. So last night, I watched the whole thing coming to West Palm Beach today. And so everybody was coming out. I mean, it was like just a pounding match between White Rabbit and Ernie Shell. The problem is that White Rabbit and Ernie Shell had so much hate and support, so they were being kicked off and saved, right, all night long. But they had so much that they kind of evened themselves out. Even though everything was focused on White Rabbit and Ernie Shell, because of the saves, they didn't have very many points. And the people that went home last night was our beloved MGL and Cracking Cases. There was a mistake, because at first it was Cracking Cases at AB, but apparently there was he thought it was a 1, like she had 107 or something going in, and then saved. He thought it was 125. Come out and find out it was only 25 or something like that. I don't remember. It's 107. So instead of taking the 125 off, he could only take 25 off. And so Molly ended up, after the game was called and Cam and AB were called as having to leave the island, there was a recount, because people were saying there was a mistake. He read the numbers wrong. And so he went back and re-added everything back up and found out that, in fact, Molly ended up getting off the island as opposed to AB. So AB is still there. I'm still there. Dolly's still there. Cher. Who else? House of Williams. I still don't know quite how House of Williams got involved in the true crime stuff, but I think it was just that era, because she made a comment about milk and stuff like that, which is a little frustrating for me, because some of these creators say that they're here to expose grifters and expose scammers, which I'm not one of them, but they don't mind trying to act like I am. But people that are actually out there scamming and grifting, such as that Crafting Through the Lies lady, not one video from these creators that state that they are here to expose people for grifting and scamming. Not one of those creators has even looked in to Crafting Through the Lies and what she did. So that's their integrity. Like, you're going after people that aren't doing this, but you're letting the people that are doing this skate. Whatever. That's on you, dude. It's on you. Ernie has immunity again. Yes, Ernie has immunity. Ernie's tigers came out. It was a bloodbath between the rabbits and the tigers, man. And I'm surprised that both of them escaped without serious injury on the fictitious island with the fictitious injuries. I'm sorry, I'm trying to see what to say. It was because the first call in day she was voted is all. First call in a day she was voted is all. I guess I don't know what that meant, Anissa. I don't know how she did, because I watched her. All she wants is money or buying wish list. Yeah. I'd never come here. Oh, here's who's left. Anissa says who's left is Cher, Chris McDonough, Justice for All, Dolly. Oh, I forgot about Manimal. I can't even say it. JLR, House of Williams, AB, White Rabbit, Ziggy, The Lab, Critters on the Farm, Ernie, Bullhorn. But Ernie has immunity next week, so don't waste your vote on Ernie next week. Or, well, it's kind of a Saturday. Don't waste your vote on Ernie. Use it to either save White Rabbit or remove a creator that you think needs to get off the island. Now, we've got to be very creative with how we move forward. You know, as the people on the island start being reduced as we're kicking these people off. They're not surviving the island, right? They're not surviving Turtle Island, so they're being kicked off. The pot is getting smaller and smaller. So we need to start strategizing because we want to win, right? And if we want to win, we need to start taking the strategy of who is the weakest link and who is the strongest. Because we need to start taking out the strongest as we start proceeding into these last rounds of the game. It's starting to become very serious stuff. Right? But you know what? Right rabbit's right. We're in the game. Might as well play it. Might as well play it the best that we can. We need trustworthy alliances. I got a trustworthy alliance. I was slow to the draw though, because I wasn't prepping you guys on how to play the game. But if you're representing the coffee club, keep trying to get us our at least 5 votes, because we're all asleep when these games are going on. We're underrepresented. So we want to keep the representation for, White Rabbit. We want the representation for Bullhorn Betty. And we want to save White Rabbit, because at the end of the day, White Rabbit's coming under heavy fire, while Bullhorn Betty is sleeping on the, what is that thing called? The cot. Not the cot. What's that? The thing that they go from tree to tree. What is it? Why can't I think of these things when I need to think of them? You guys know what I'm saying? What is it called? The thing that you lay in. Hammock. Thank you. Crazy Prepper. Thank you. Hammock. So while Bullhorn Betty's over in the shade, eating some bananas off the banana tree, maxing and relaxing on the hammock, the rabbits are out there with their pitchforks and their hatchets and machetes fighting off the wolverines while I'm taking a cat nap. So we need a helper, right? So Sherry, we got to call in. So how it works is on Turtle Island. Jimmy usually explains the rules before he starts, but basically how it is there are a certain cast of characters that are on the island. Those certain cast of characters are part of the true crime community on YouTube, and people vote their they vote to save their favorite, and they vote to either, well, let me rephrase that. They either vote to save their favorite, or they vote to remove a person that they don't like on the island. If you call into the phone line, you get 1 vote to either save or count against a creator. Or you can pay $5 in as a super chat to vote as many times as you want to either save or remove a creator. There is the ability to bring creators back to the island. For example, Marissa's is the second time Marissa was kicked off. She's the only one that has been kicked off twice. And the first time, she was the first one to ever make it back to the island by a large, strong vote of her peers. So she got back on the island. Now, I don't, every time I tune into Molly's channel, she has some good information. She's been doing a lot of research on the Vaughn case, and, kudos to her. Yeah, and $20 equals 5 votes. So if you give a 20, you actually get an extra vote, either to save or remove the person you like or dislike, whichever you choose to do. For example, Ricky Beaver, he does not like kicking anybody off the island because he's a good guy. He likes to save people. So when he calls in, he only calls in to save people. So I don't know why people, but as I've noticed that as you're in I think White Rabbit is starting to feel it as well, but as your channel grows, you get the attention of these despicable people that do nothing but want to harm you, harm your channel, and harm your reputation. I think anybody that really goes to the links that they are allowed to go to on YouTube should be banned off YouTube. I really do believe that. And I say that because if I find out somebody in our chat is doing these types of things in other chats, I don't believe it. I really don't believe it. So you don't have to worry about it. But if I really did believe it, I don't know if I would condone that. You know, I love this channel, but at the end of the day, we all need, if we're going to be preaching to be respectful, we all need to be respectful in other people's houses, whether we like that creator or not. If you don't like that creator, just leave. There's no need to hassle them. There's no need to rag on them. There's no need to make a point. You know, if they're not right, say what you mean what you say, but don't say it mean. I truly don't believe it's coming from this channel. I don't. I guarantee almost 100%. It is not 99. I guarantee 99.9% that none of this is coming from this channel. We need to stick together. That's right. We need to stick together. The coffee clubbers, the bullhorns, the white rabbits, and the turtles. There you go. There you go. But there's also another part to this that comes up. You know, we're going to be going out to Idaho. I am going to, what I'd like to, I think what my biggest goal out there would be just to get a lay of the land. Because if that child was abducted, there has to be a way that child was removed from that area. And I want to, you know, just like Summer, we went out and looked for, you know, we were hoping to find, but we know that the chances of us finding Summer were slim. We know the chances of us finding Michael Vaughn are very slim. But, you know, if we're going to go out there and bring this story back, you know, with law enforcement stating that there is a possibility of an abduction, I want to see how that abduction could have transpired. You know, where was Michael? You know, in conjunction, because there's a lot of farmland out there. Where's the dirt roads on those farmlands? Where can we go back and get to that Snake River? I want to see all possibilities of somebody escaping undetected from that community. That to me is a very important aspect of this case. You know, but the unfortunate part about that is we know that there's been a lot of people out there searching for Michael and has not been found. You know, I don't know how many wells are in the area. You know, those are types of things. How many septics are in the area? Do you guys remember that little boy? Mom turned around to wash a son's hand, and the other son was gone, and they looked, and it took them about 48 hours, but they found her baby apparently on the septic tank. The concrete slab that goes on top of it had broken, and they just stuck a piece of wood over it for, you know, to cover it. Well, over time, that wood rotted. So when that baby went running, got out of his mom's eyesight and went and turned that corner, went running, he hit that soft spot on the wood and fell slap into that septic system, and nobody could find him. And by the time they did, it was a recovery. It was sad. And, you know, could that have happened? Is there that possibility? There very well could be. There very well could be. So, you know, we want to look at all possibilities related to this, but more importantly, we want to hand out flyers. We want to do good for the community. We want to bring attention to Michael Vaughn. You know, we want to go around to the stores and make sure that posters are up and flyers are up in all the stores in and around that community. You know, the county before, the county after. We want to make sure that Michael is very well represented. I'm going to be flying on a plane, but I'm going to try to bring at least 500 flyers with me in my suitcase, so we have that along with tape. And I'm not sure what else, you know, or where else I need to look. You know, a lot of people have been following this. Oh, Ernie Shell in the house. Hey, Ernie. Where's Ernie? I didn't see you. My screen goes blank. Hello, Chad. Hi, Ernie. White lightning. Listen. Lightning tiger. I don't know what I keep seeing those white lightning bolts. Yeah, it's heartbreaking with that little boy that ended up being, you know, they looked for him. They thought he was abducted, and he wasn't. He got away from his mom. She turned her head a split second, and they didn't find him for a little minute, but they did find him. And it was nothing nefarious. It was an accident. It was plain and simple, an accident. And nobody was at fault. I mean, moms turn their heads all day long. Things like this just happen. It wasn't negligence. You know, it's just an accident. So, and she called law enforcement immediately when she realized her son wasn't there and she didn't know where he was. I mean, the last thing you think of is thinking of a septic tank that has a wood top to it that run. And even when he fell, they didn't even see the hole in the wood. That's what took them so long to even find the little boy. Justice for kids. It's sad. It's sad. Michael Bond might have some issues with their case. You know, these are, you know, there's no body cases. These are very difficult. We've looked at these types of cases. Some of these take 20 some odd years to be brought to court. For example, Kristen Smart is a primary example of a case that we cover on the Porn Betting Channel. So, you know, it does happen. We covered another case where a woman is just now going to court over her 2 missing children. It was through the AP, the Associated Press, and they basically stated that the lady is trying, her attorneys are trying to have a competency hearing. It's 8 years later after both her children were disappeared. She's now been arrested and charged in connection with their disappearance on homicide charges. And again, this is in absentia, no body. And, you know, she's trying to now utilize the system. Her attorneys are basically stating that she is not competent to stand trial. She doesn't know how to help her defense. Again, this incompetent to stand trial portion of stuff doesn't have anything to do with a defense of, you know, insanity. They did that while they were, you know, the insanity defense. So that's much different than that. What else? I don't know why it drops this. You guys are always talking and it still just drops this. Alright guys, well, you know, I've been in here for about an hour. My crew is still outside. We've got more people kind of showing up. It doesn't look like it's going to really start happening around here until people start getting off of work. But again, I'm in Palm Beach, just covering a different topic, a different case, something that I cover on my Facebook channel as opposed to my YouTube channel. Is she being held in jail? Oh, the lady, yeah, she's in jail. She was arrested and charged with it. If you're talking about the 8-year one, yeah. And I don't know whether Paul Flores or Ruben, his dad, his 81-year-old father, is in jail, or if they bonded out and are just going to court hearings. I'm not sure about that. But for whatever reason, I think they are both behind bars with no bond as well. So I'm just not sure. Yes, I've been looking into it. Olivia's been sending me a lot of information on the Kylen Rodney case. It's, if I'm saying her name correctly, I am getting information in on it. It is a very interesting case. Just preliminary, like, you know, when you first start reading or getting information about a case, you start speculating almost immediately. As you're reading it, things are just kind of flooding into your mind. And the first thing that flooded into my mind on that particular case, and I could be absolutely 100% wrong. She could be abducted. There could be some things really going on where she's in a grave situation. But here's kind of what I kind of believe may have happened. And again, this is pure conjecture. I don't have even an iota of information, but just specifically going off of my feelings, the stuff that just popped right into my head when I was reading this situation is you're talking about a young girl, high school age girl, going to parties out into the woods, okay? I was a party girl. I went to parties out in woods, right? Many of us have. A few things that are there. Let's talk about those few things that are there. Substances and alcohol. Substances and alcohol, right? That's why there was 250 people there hanging out and having a good old time. Substances and alcohol. So my question is and this has happened throughout my time. You know, I do monitor. I've watched, you know, cases my whole entire upbringing. And what I think may have happened or transpired in that case is I think she drove off. And being so far out there in the woods and stuff, I keep wondering, you know, did she drive her car into a lake, into a body of water? Did she careen into off the road and into woods, and they're so dense that they can't find her? You know, I don't know if that is a possibility or not, but it kind of goes in line with, you know, a person that has been drinking or maybe intoxicated getting behind the wheel of a vehicle. We heard about it. This just happened in, I want to say, Tarpon Springs or Tampa several years ago, that a woman just disappeared off the face of the earth. And then some years later, they actually pulled her car out of the water and she was in it. And there was no tire tracks that went into that area. I don't know if she just didn't realize she was going to water or going into the water until it was too late. I don't know. But there was no skid marks. There were no tire marks. There was nothing indicating that this person ran off the road. Yeah, Kaylee. Exactly. And they found her, and she went out. She went out drinking with some friends and disappeared. And they thought it was an abduction. They didn't know where she went. But with the car missing and nobody being able to find the car or the girl, that's what's leading me to that, making that determination. Again, pure conjecture, pure speculation, but definitely something that I hope law enforcement is looking at with her case, because the vehicle is missing. And the only time I've heard of a car, now granted, even with the car missing, it could definitely absolutely be foul play, somebody abducting her or whatever. But it just, you know, from my experience, it could be possible that none of that happened, that she made a very, very bad mistake and she's stuck somewhere, underwater, in a forest. You know, she could be alive, she could not. I mean, I don't know. I just don't have enough determination. They did flag her case as a potential abduction, and when they were asked about why they flagged it for a potential abduction, the police department basically stated that it was because her car is missing. But there's a lot of explanations that could go along with that car, and you know, young people make decisions like this. But again, I don't want to discredit it, because if there is foul play, I'm glad that they're taking action on this as if it was foul play. Because if they can do it as an abduction or something like that, it's different set of protocols, different resources that are added to the case that could really help benefit the case. But for whatever reason, there's just a piece in my soul that's saying that she might have been drunk. And a young girl being drunk and getting behind the wheel of a car could have devastating effects. That may not be what it is. She may have been drunk and let somebody else drive her. Still, the same scenario could happen. Or they could have abducted her. It could be another Kristen Smart situation, where somebody saw her while she was intoxicated and took advantage of her, and, you know, we just don't know. Yeah, but it's not really parents, because my parents never let me drink. Never. When I was younger, we would go to the places that would sell to underage kids, and we'd stock up. My parents had no choice. No choices. Definitely did not condone it. Thank you, Blue Betty fan. There was a 70-year-old that just last week down in Florida ran out on a golf course, and saw a lady in the water trying to get out before, sorry, it keeps falling off, before he could get her, yeah, an alligator got her, yeah. And that's what the whole thing with Paola Miranda is, because, you know, it was noticeable. That alligator attack was noticeable, it was gruesome, and that man about had a heart attack with what he was seeing, because that lady was screaming for dear life. She was trying to survive, and she was elderly. She didn't have enough in her for that fight with that gator, and she lost her life. But it was noticeable, it was loud, people took notice to that situation, and then you got Paola Miranda that just disappears off the face of the earth, and nobody hears or sees anything except her walking down a river, and then boom, she's gone, right? And it may not have been like that. It may not have been like that, because they took the video around 11:30. She could have gotten out and walked back to her car, but nobody saw her. But I still do believe people would have seen her come in, you know, and do whatever. So it is what it is. So, but guys, listen, I've taken up enough of your time. I love you. I just wanted to say hi. I'm doing well. I'm out doing my thing here in West Palm Beach. I will probably be coming live from here. But at the end of the day, we do have water. Let me see if I can turn this around. I can turn this around. Let's see if I can turn this around. We do have water. We're coming from water. There's the water. Right there. We do have water. So even though it's not the beach, that Longboat Key beach that I was going to come from, because I was out there with my mom. I had my bag packed and everything to stay the night with my mom at the beach house. And I got the call, and I knew I needed to get home and get some rest, because, you know, my mom's beach house is about an hour from my house, and I didn't want the extra hour drive. Miami, nice, yeah. Yeah, so let me get out here, do my thing. We got the bullhorn charged up. I do good things with this bullhorn, folks. I do good things with this bullhorn. Don't be hating on bullhorn, and quit trying to take my bullhorn away. That's my bullhorn. That's the original right there. This is going to be retired soon. I got it on good accord that my little bullhorn is going to be retired, and I'm getting a grown-up bullhorn. Bullhorn is grown up. She needs a grown-up bullhorn, right? So, anyways, guys, I love you. God bless. We're going to keep doing great things with my bullhorn. Nobody's taking my bullhorn away like they did Alex Jones. You ain't getting my damn bullhorn, folks. It ain't happening. Throw me under the jail, but you ain't taking my damn bullhorn. Get it? And I'll sit right here in this chair and you can tell me all about myself, but I ain't letting go of the damn bullhorn. and sassy attitude. What does it say? It says sassy attitude. If you don't like my sassy attitude, you know what? Quit talking to me. Alright guys, deuces. I love you. I love your faces. I miss you. But we will come live. I wish I could stay live with you more. I wish I could go over cases with you more, but I'm unable to do that because I do have my computer, but I don't have my second screen. And there's no internet's hard to get out here. You know, like I said, I couldn't even use StreamYard. I had to go straight live from YouTube itself. So we're doing good. We're doing good work. We're going to continue to do good work, and we're going to continue to bring these cases to light. And I hope that we can work on getting out to Idaho. Again, we're down to the last $1,000 that is needed. We've already raised $200 in 2 days. That is amazing. If we can keep to that pace, that means I will have this. And guys, listen, it's not even $20 or $50 to help support me. Many of these donations are coming in at $10 a donation. Many of these are coming in at $10 a donation. So even with the 1,200, like we've already got, 20? Yeah, we got 20 out of 120 that need to be done. So we're down 1/5 of where we started. That's great. That's great. We only have 4/5 left to, if somebody can post I can't do it from here because I'm not on StreamYard. I don't know which one my Venmo is. I don't know if it's Bullhorn Betty. or if it's Starbaby2 ALG. If somebody could please put my my Cashapp, Venmo, and PayPal back in here, that would be great. But I just wanted to let people know, yeah, she's going to be dropping it here shortly. So, yeah, drop all three of them, because I realize some people don't care for Venmo and use Cashapp. Some people don't care for Venmo or Cashapp and use PayPal. So whichever one you want to use, we do have them set up. But what I can say is that we are doing it, and we're not trying to break the bank for anybody, but it's just crowdfunding, because I can't get out there without these funds. So we've got $200 raised. We need $1,000 more raised, or somewhere close to that $1,000 raised. But you know, sorry guys, I know people tell you guys that Google AdSense that I'm making all this money. I'm not. So, I mean, I'm doing enough to keep this channel alive and keep me being able to produce the content, but I can't do that and travel. So there's got to be some kind of, you know, partnership, so to speak, to do it. So, but we are definitely all transparent, and you know, you will see the work that you're helping us create, because we're going to be out there. It's going to be a collaborative effort with a couple creators, and we're really going to try to do good. We're going out there without any thoughts in our mind, and why I'm not even going to bother covering any more of Michael Vaughn's case until I have enough information for myself, for me to make my opinion. And I think I'm basing a lot of my opinion on, and I've seen a lot. But you can take the stuff I've seen a couple different ways, and I just want to help. At the end of the day, I just want to help. If Michael Monkey Vaughn was abducted, we need to find out who abducted him and bring him home. Period. If his parents had something to do with it, that will come out in the wash. But what I want to do is I want to get out there and I want to do my part for Michael Vaughn. I'm not here for his parents. I'm not here for friends. I'm not here for likes, clicks, or views. I'm literally here for Michael Vaughn. When I get out there, everything I do will be to try to help find that little boy, or do something to impact that case somehow in a positive way. And please look at the chat, and this, I can't put it up there on the screen, but if you guys look at the chat, she's putting information about Michael Vaughn in there. But again, if we can keep the pace of $100 a day for the next 2 weeks, with people doing their parts, that's 10 sponsors a day that I need, at $10 a sponsor. So I need 10 sponsors a day, at $10 a day, from 10 sponsors, and we will meet our daily goal to get me out to Idaho. People are already... I saw that. It just popped up. Thank you, Miss Rob. I love my moms. It almost makes me want to cry. So, wow. But thank you. And we're going to keep doing good. And despite, you know, the haters going to say, oh, Bullhorn Betty is e-begging, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. I really don't care, because they're not the ones out there looking for these children. I am. And if that's what they want to call it, so be it. I even did a parody. I have a thumbnail that says e-begging donations for Idaho, right? Because I knew that's what they were going to say. So when you take their punchline away, they still use it. It doesn't have the same effect, in my opinion. Just saying. So, anyways, guys, I love you. God bless each and every one of you. I got to go out here and get in the sun and start doing my job. I've been in here. I'm cooled off. I'm ready to. I got my second wind in. Thank you to all of you that are here. Oh, thank you. What is that? Koala lover? Oh, I love it. Well, it's nice to see you. Thank you for coming in. I'm glad you're a new subscriber here. And for all your friends and family that is covering the Michael Vaughn case, they may want to start hitting us up with some subscriptions, because we will be going live from the area when we get there. I just want to get there first before I have to deal with all the trolls and drama. So once we get there, you'll know we're there. But I'm not telling you when we're going. I will tell you it's September, my birthday month. Maybe that'll tell you about the time I'm going to be going. Just saying. All right, guys, I love you. God bless. Peace, and I'll see you later. I wish I could do more, but I can't. I don't know what I'm doing on this. I don't even know how to turn this off. I just realized I don't know how to stop a... Let's see if it's down here. Mute microphone, share, save highlights. I don't know what the highlights are. All right, guys, I'm going to try to exit out of this live. Again, I've never came live on YouTube Studio before. This is my first time. So this may go on and on and on by accident. I will try to kill it now. But don't forget to be fearless, folks. I love you. God bless.